This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. And we are underway from Houston. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. To throw on the first play, McCarthy rolling to his right. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today. First carry of the game for Zamir White.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Daniel Whelan now. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss. But no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh? This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Out of the gun, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Here's Fields. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Fields now to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Fields. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Sky Moore. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Throwing is McCarthy. Going up top. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now it's Fields. The short throw to Musgrave. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Fields. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away. And the Oilers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To the air with McCarthy. That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Here's McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd and 10. Now McCarthy. Flushed out right. Yeah. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, son.
Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. A short throw to Musgrave. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A shotgun snap. Fields. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Watson, 43 yards. And the Oilers are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But This one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That one complete out to Dotson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again, McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now a 2nd and 10. Right back to Mitchell here.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
They snap it to Fields.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Reek Willem.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Off play action. Fields
Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Niners are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start to drive with White.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. McCarthy.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
McCarthy going to throw again.
It's caught. Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. McCarthy.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Xavier Worthy.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Fields.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Here's Fields. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Throwing is McCarthy. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
will. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Still going.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 53 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Missile damage has been done through the air, man. They've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go, son.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. He gets away from one, and he'll go down at the 28.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now it's Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Musgrave's got it out right. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 4th down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now.